Hi, welcome back. I'm so glad that you're here. It's so good to see you. I was hoping you'd stop by today. Hello to our new friends. My name is Michelle, and this is Life Changes. Pull up a chair and let's get to work. Grab your water if you want to. Make sure the summer months we're drinking water. Glad you're here. Did you bring your calendars? Because today we're going to be working on our June menu plan. So grab a chair, grab your calendars, whatever you work with your calendars on, and your pens, pencils, and let's get to work. So, I want to share my Bible verse. You know, I like to share a Bible verse with you. This is actually from Psalm 63, verse 5. And it says, "You satisfy me more than the richest feast. I will praise you with songs of joy." Wow, he is more important than just the greatest feast. But today, we're going to get joy in making our feast because he is our joy, right? Yeah. So, the first thing I did is I printed off my calendar. It's a blank calendar that I filled in. This is like the fourth time I've printed this out. So, here's your tip of the day. Use pencil to write this in, not pen. I had to write it in pen even though I had already written it in pencil. I copied it over for you so you'd be able to see it because you're not going to be able to really tell even what you're looking at. Because remember, I do post this on my community page so that you can get a screenshot of that if you're interested in having a copy of it. So for June, I print off my calendars and get it ready. And I look to see what's going on in that month. For us, my family, we live in the U.S. We live in South Carolina. So we have Father's Day, excuse me, on the 16th. And then we have our little granddaughter's birthday party is actually on the 29th. So I wanted to keep that in mind. Also, I look when I go to get the grocery store. So we do that twice a month as well, every 2 weeks. Sorry, my hands are icky. So the first thing that I did was kind of write down some ideas for breakfast, for lunches. I talked with them about it. Sometimes my husband usually takes like a milkshake because of the heat. He's been wanting to kind of eat some actual real food lately, so I'll be actually thinking about that as I make something to make it for him as well, because my son wants real food. Yeah. And so for breakfast ideas, we're going to have buffalo chicken bites. You know, like everybody loves buffalo chicken. Well, we're going to turn them into an egg bite. And then, of course, you have the regular, kind of like a breakfast bowl kind of things. So for lunches, we have, of course, our chicken salad because I went ahead and made a lot of shredded chicken. We have different pasta salads that I can make. And we also do what I call Lunchables, which is like, either sandwich meat or meat sticks and cheese sticks or, cubes of cheese and, some fruit, veggies, and something like that to go with it. So think about your kids' Lunchable, but on an adult scale, because those little Lunchables, they don't fill you up. And let me tell you that I'm not giving you diet advice here, but my husband tried to do those and he lost weight. Yes, he did, but he was so hungry when he got home. So that's not a sustainable thing for our family. And I don't recommend that for adults. They're out for kids for a reason. Now for snacks, yeah, not too bad. So I looked at my calendar, I looked at my days, and then I started thinking about the dinners, and that's what I'm sharing with you is the dinners, not necessarily the breakfast and lunches, because those can kind of change depending on what the needs of my family are. My son right now is wanting to do kind of get away from the chips and stuff because they just don't keep you full. They taste great, but they just don't keep you full, and he needs something that's going to give him a little bit more satisfaction. So we're kind of switching things up. So we're not going to be doing your traditional, sandwich with a side of chips. If we do a side of chips, those will be for supper. That'll be just a fun thing to do. And my husband, today he took some chicken salad. That's great. That's fine. We have the stuff here to do it. So it depends. So for dinners, we're usually all together, and that's what I'm concentrating on, and that's what I'm sharing with you. So I thought, again, of my themes. I shared that with you before, how I kind of wrote down different theme ideas, and I wrote them down in ideas. So I could actually just kind of look at it and then just fill it into my calendar. So, of course, Sundays is my day off. I'm not going to cook that day unless it's a special occasion, which, like Father's Day. So that's fend for yourself. FFY, fend for yourself. So when you see that, you know what that means. The next day, we're actually going to do like a one pot meal where it's just going to be, I can kind of throw everything together in one pot. Easy, one pot meals. You could do this many, many different ways. But that's what we're going to do. This will not last 2 meals. One pot meals just don't. I would actually have to make it on a huge scale to get more than, the servings that they need, because it makes smaller servings. If you've ever looked on the back of a box macaroni and cheese or maybe Hamburger Helper, you're going to know what I'm talking about. It used to serve 4 servings. Now it serves 3. So dividing that for 2 days isn't going to be enough, even with extra sides. So on Tuesdays, we're actually doing some grilling. That's the day that we're going to be kind of using things for the grill. We'll grill some extra things so that they can take them for lunches and we can use them for future meals. Wednesday is a leftover day. That is the day that I get groceries on Wednesday, as I've shared, usually. Or I actually kind of restock for the next week. On my off weeks, that's when I restock. So I might go to the store and get fresh milk or fresh vegetables or fruit or something like that and get those ready for the next week. So I don't want to cook. Thursday is a crock pot meal. Crock pot meals are great in the heat. They're great in the cold. Crock pot meals can be very helpful, and so we're going to do that as well. And then on Fridays, there'll be leftovers of these crock pot meals. I don't feel like cooking on Fridays this time, so I'm going to take this Fridays off. And here's the reason why. Is because usually, if I do a dessert, I usually do it on Friday so we have it for the weekend. I don't always do desserts, but if I do, that's usually when I do it. And then on Saturday, we're going to be using this big boy right here. We're going to be doing like things in the air fryer. It won't heat up the house either. And it'll be kind of fun, just fun meals. Some people might call them kid meals. You'll see what I mean in a minute. So, again, fill out your days of Sunday being, this is my day of fend for yourself. Excuse me. Now, when I say fend for yourself, I always make sure that I have easy meals that they can make themselves. I don't have to do it for them. It might be TV dinners. It might be something that can be kind of thrown in the air fryer and heated up. It could be a sandwich. It could be leftovers. It could be, like another version of adult, Lunchables. They decide what they want to do. They want to scramble a couple of eggs, some bacon, that's up to them. Okay? So Monday, the first Monday of the month, so I'm going to go down here. And I'm going to do all the Mondays. So remember, Monday is the one pot meals. So we're going to do baked potatoes. And I can throw these in the crock pot and they'll be nice and cooked when they get home. You can also do them in the microwave. Easy to do those. So we're going to do baked potatoes, and people can make these in any form or fashion that they want to do. We're going to do Hamburger Helper, like a homemade version of Hamburger Helper. And usually this is kind of like a cheeseburger type thing. I looked through that you can do a lasagna, an Italian style. You can even do a Tex-Mex style Hamburger Helper. Look through the aisle of the Hamburger Helpers and it'll give you ideas. And they're pretty easy to come up with your own ideas for them. So then right here, we're going to do what we call an ACP. If you've eaten out at Tex-Mex restaurants, A lot of times they have something called an ACP. It's basically chicken and rice with a lot of cheese on it. So we're going to make those. And then lastly, this is called, we're going to do dirty rice. And I call it dirty rice because that's what the package says. So this is just a little box. It has everything in it, and then I add the protein. I add some chopped up veggies to it, and it's a one-pot meal. Tuesdays. Tuesdays is our grill day. Here we go. You ready? So we're going to do teriyaki chicken. Yeah, we're going to try to do teriyaki chicken. I need to marinate these. I may throw that in the crock pot too if I don't feel like grilling that day. I don't know. We'll see. So we're going to do teriyaki chicken. The next week we're going to do chicken fajitas. Now here's what I'm going to do for the chicken fajitas. I'm actually going to cook extra chicken so I have it for the ACP. There you go. So the next one, we're going to do hot dogs or sausage dogs, depending on what I can find at the store. And then the last one of the month, we're going to do burgers. So yes, I will be cooking. I'm not going to be just cooking 2 burgers or 4 burgers. I'm going to cook more burgers so that they can have them again for the next night. Because remember, Wednesday, it's kind of a carryover. I don't cook on Wednesdays, and that's just what works for our family. So Thursday is my crock pot. That's my crock pot day. That is this right here. Okay. So we're going to do meatballs. Easy. You can throw the meatballs in the crock pot, and you can put whatever seasoning your family likes. It might be barbecue. It could be like a pasta sauce. It could be a teriyaki sauce. It could be a sweet and sour sauce. Easy. Then the next week, we're going to do curry chicken. That's pretty basic chicken. It's very, very basic chicken. You can find those recipes everywhere. But my family likes it. Haven't done it in a while. Then on the 20th, we're going to do green pepper steak. Again, I can throw it in the crock pot and not have to worry about it. On the 27th, we're going to do a cheesy garlic chicken pasta. This is a crock pot meal as well. Easy. Throw it all together. And then I think you put the pasta in toward the end, stir it up, and they're ready to go. So Friday, again, I'm not cooking. So if you see over here, I actually put a little kind of dots, slashes. That means I'm not usually going to do it. So that is carrying over. Now, I need to talk with them about it and find out if my family wants just to do the leftover of what I did the night before, or they want like a different flavor for their meatballs the next day. That's why it's actually written on here twice. And then, of course, the last Friday of every month is kind of our sit-down family meal where we actually sit around the table together because our schedules are different. We're not able to sit together. So Friday, the last Friday of the month, is when my family does this. And to make life easier for myself, I do finger foods. So I just put finger foods down because I look to see what's on sale. I might find something on sale at the store. I might find something at the discount. I might find something at the store that's on discount. They may request something. So that is listed as finger foods. And then, of course, the Saturday is just air fryers. We have loaded fries. Easy. We have chicken nuggets. Again, easy. We have chicken taquitos. They love those. That can be thrown in the air fryer as well. Popcorn chicken. And then corn dogs on the 29th. Easy stuff that I can just throw in the air fryer. That's what it's called. Or if I need to, I can throw it in the oven if I really have to, just to get it all done at one time. If it doesn't all fit, whoops, in this one right here. And that's it. That is our meals. That is easy. There will be sides that go along with this. Some of these sides will have rice as a side. Some of them may have pasta. Some of them may have potatoes. I'll be checking through the store as I go through there to see what kind of veggies are on sale. Like to really start stopping by some produce places, and they may have, zucchinis and different things like that on sale. So we'll be checking for that. And that's my sides. I don't write those down because it kind of depends on what I find in the store that is a really good price. And that's it. I hope this was helpful for you. I hope you got some ideas to use for your family. Please stop by again and see more adventures with us. If you haven't subscribed, please do that. give this a like if you would, and let me know if this is helpful for you or not. So remember, I love you. God loves you. Bye, friends.